What's up, my name is TechNobo here for TroubleChute and welcome back to another video. In this quick video, I'll be taking you through a brand new feature of Discord that's rolling out relatively slowly, but you may get access to it soon. If you haven't got access to it, well, you can learn about it, and if you do, you can start using it pretty much straight away. You'll know you have access to it when you get a nice big pop-up on your screen saying, hey, would you like to try out some new features? What is this new feature? Well, thanks to a viewer for giving me access to this, Harry, I can show you the brand new forum channels feature. Essentially, we have chat channels, voice channels, threads, but now also forum channels. These are pretty interesting. You'll likely not have access to this, but in the future, as it rolls out, you'll probably get access to it. I'm pretty sure you need a community server. If you go to server settings, and assuming you have more than 200 members, under the community tab over here, you can enable a rule screen, a welcome screen, etc. And assuming your server's included in the limited number that have this feature enabled, you'll be able to turn it on and start testing it. I can start by right-clicking anywhere and creating a new channel. Inside of here, you'll see the brand new forum channel, and I can click Learn More to be taken across to the official Discord FAQ page talking about this feature. Prepare for a flashbang. Here we are, the forum channel's FAQ. So let's get started. Create a channel, forum. I'll give it a name here, say as test forum. And I'll make it a private channel for now, so only certain users have access to it, those including whatever we pick here, or anyone with the server administrator role. I'll skip this for now, so it's just me and other server admins. I'll plop it down here, and we can start messing around with it. So to begin, we should start by setting it up. We'll start by setting recommended permissions. In the Getting Started screen over here, simply click this, and we can choose who can create posts. We can select a role from the server, and anyone with that role will be able to create posts. Let's say maybe this one over here, or of course you can remove this and let pretty much anyone post by turning this on. For me, I'll choose just one role. Now, if you see an exclamation mark like this, usually it's that this channel over here isn't seen by everyone. It's just a notification letting you know only certain people can see this. You can change this later on, as you would with any channel, edit channel, permissions. And of course, scrolling down a bit, view channel is disabled for everyone. So only people with certain permissions can view the channel, which in this case is a forum. Then creating guidelines. These are essentially rules that everyone must follow. If you've created server rules before, or ever used a forum for that matter, well, it's pretty much the same here. These of course aren't set in stone, nothing's automatically enforced. It's just to let people know how they should behave, to keep general good etiquette. Scrolling down a little bit, we have tags. Now, these are quite interesting. I'll create a few test tags here, like maybe info, and I'll give it a notepad emoji or something. And of course, we can allow only moderators to apply this tag in this forum. Let's add a couple more. So I've created a few tags over here, and we'll be coming back to these in just a moment. We also have default reactions, which is essentially a default reaction that people can click. They don't need to select a reaction from the dropdown. I'll pick maybe a thumbs up for this. Scrolling down, slow mode, messages, age-restricted channels, and archive are all pretty much the same as normal text channels, and the archive after is the same as threads, which you may have seen before. This is sort of an extension on what that is. I'll put something in here, such as please be friendly, save, and close the overview. There we go. We've also set a default reaction for posts. Finally, let's make our first post. So I'll click this. And you can see it's expanded the block at the very top up here. I'll clear it, and you can see it's now a search bar. So, new post, I've filled in some text over here. This can of course be many lines, and I'll add an image. So, with my perfect post crafted, I can post it to the forum, and it appears on the side over here. This can get a bit cluttered, but you can close threads by simply clicking close. And you can see it over here. It appears as threads usually do under text channels, which you may have or may not have used before. And of course, we can see our first post here. It's literally just a normal channel. And of course, here's a default reaction. Pretty simple. It's all the Discord we know and love, just with an extra feature. So, test forum. We can of course make as many threads as we want, and this will slowly fill up on the side over here. Once you've set up your forum, you can close the Get Started section here, which only moderators can see to begin with, by clicking the X in the top right. Then under Recent Activity, we have a little notification over here. New to the forums, check out the guide, which we have, so I'll close out of this as well. Now things are quite a bit cleaner, and this is usually what you'd see when you come to the forums. I'll make a new post here, and you'll see that after trying to create a new post, this server has reached the maximum number of active posts. Free up a space by archiving a post. Now, this is a test server, and these other forums do have lots and lots of posts in them. You can see this one over here has 992 in it. This one has 3. Eventually, your server will fill up. It seems the limit is probably around 1,000 active posts, which is a lot. These little threads over here are called posts, and of course, people can chat about them as if it were a normal channel. If we head across to something that has posts in it, such as this Breaking Bad forum over here, close the moderator text, you can see there's a couple of posts here. We can click on them to open them up, and they act like normal threads. We can read on the right and search through the forum right in the center over here. If we click the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner over here of a post, we can expand it, and there's an option to follow the post where we'll get notifications for new posts in it. We can open in full view, which is this over here, as if it were a channel, and it appears right under the forum over here. If we head away from it, it disappears back, and we'll need to reopen it on the right here. We can mute the post so we don't get any notifications for it unless we're directly added our group or at everyone. Notification settings, which is for the at messages I just mentioned. We can turn it off so we don't get anything, only at mentions or all messages. And we can edit the post, pin the post, and edit tags. Now, the first one, edit post, is quite interesting. I didn't post this, but I can click edit post, and we can change the post title over here. However, we can't change the content of the post because, well, we didn't make it. And right below it, you can see anyone can unarchive. Essentially, when these posts get older than the certain amount of time that we saw previously, which was in the channel settings, overview at the very bottom over here, you'll see after 24 hours, these posts are archived. Then they're only seen in this list over here. People can search for them, post in them or comment in them, and poof, they'll become active once more. Expanding more once more, we can pin the post, which you'll see appear at the very top of the recent activity section, no matter what's posted here. We can edit tags of the post, which is what we created here. With these different tags, we can add them and remove them as we please. When we turn these on, you'll see the first one appear here, and we can hover over the plus here to see the rest of them. Other than that, we can also search a post for certain comments, much as you would pretty much any channel. When we do so, it'll be expanded to the full view, and the top right search bar we've known to come and love is of course in full effect here. The search section up here only lets us search for post titles rather than what's in it. So looking at this first post over here, searching for rules comes the forum post, and searching for DBAA returns nothing. Well, simply because it only searches titles, at least for now. If we search in the top right, however, DBAA, search, you'll see that this post comes back, and we can see it's part of a forum. If we click jump on the right-hand side, it'll take us straight to the post inside of the forum in a full screen view like this. We can head back to the forum by clicking up here, or of course on the side. Pins, you can pin multiple messages in the chat pretty much as you would any other channel. So essentially, this is a way of expanding your Discord quite a bit. Instead of having 10,000 text channels, you can instead have a forum for a game or something you talk about a lot on your server with thousands of different channels in it, and they can all act something like this. It's a much neater organization system. If we say edit the channel, go across to permissions, add everyone, and we turn off the ability to create posts, we can create something quite unique. When people come across to the forum, they can search through different posts, which is very useful, especially if you run an information Discord or something along those lines, where you have tens of thousands of different channels talking about different bits of information that you'd like to keep separated. Say it's a cryptocurrency forum, you can talk about trading, buying, selling, etc., and have everything listed out in a nice, easy to search place. That makes life a lot easier instead of having 10,000 channels that you scroll through one by one. Finally, we have an option to archive the post immediately, lock the post so no new comments can be made, and change the auto archive after, which if we lock the post, it'll archive it immediately. Then we can unarchive it. By locking a post instead of just letting it go to the archive, people aren't able to comment in it and make it active once more. And that's really about it for the management side of this. Having a deeper look at the permissions for the channel by editing it, then permissions, you'll see that there's a new forum channel permissions section that I quickly brushed past with just the create posts. You can control people's ability to create posts, send messages in posts, embed links, attach files, reactions, etc., pretty much as you would any other text channel, and that's really about where the differences end. It's only really these two options over here that are new to this compared to text channels, other than, of course, the overview tab over here. And with that comes the end of this tutorial. It's pretty much a crash course on a feature that you probably won't have on your server for at least some time until this is rolled out to the public. Discord like testing things on smaller scales, then rolling them out to more and more servers, usually in batches of 200 or 1,000 or something like that. You'll probably eventually get access to this when it's rolled out completely. However, if you're lucky enough to get access to it early, well, now you know how to use it. And if you already have access, well, maybe you'll now find a use for it, so you can hopefully get more out of Discord. Anyways, with that comes the end of this tutorial. There's really not much else to talk about. It's relatively simple to understand and can clean up cluttered servers. So thank you all for watching. Mine has been TechnoBehavior Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.